Hi, welcome to the Property Show. I'm Jayashree Kurup. I'm editor MBTV. I have with me a very special guest, Mr. Khandelwal. He's chairman, Haryana RERA Gurgaon chapter, and he's an expert in the RERA law. He's even written a book on the entire subject. And you might wonder why we've said status of lenders in stuck housing projects, because Mr. Khandelwal has actually defined stepped in when lenders said that they, in a stuck project, they would like to sell off unsold inventory and so, Mr. Khandelwal, help us understand the intricacies of this case. Supertech Hues in Gurgaon.
First of all, you have to understand this act basically regulates three stakeholders primarily. Number one, it is the promoter. Number two, it is real estate agent. Number three, it is allottee. And their inter-se relationship is also governed by this act. As and when there is a dispute, the dispute redressal mechanism is given in the act, and those disputes are taken up by the authority and decided normally within a period of 60 days. But because of intricacies in case to case, the period may be extended. Now, first of all, you have to understand promoter. The definition of promoter given in the act, it is basically there are 7 different categories that have been defined in the act who are the promoters. In case of apartments or in case of constructed buildings, the definition is given in clause 1 of section 2ZK. Now this promoter, what does it mean? They say it is in 2 parts. The part 1 say a promoter is one who constructs or cause it to be constructed. जो आदमी construct कर रहा है या cause it to be constructed, he is the promoter. First element. The second element is this construction is for the purpose of sale. Sale, either whole project or some part of the project or some units in the project or a single unit in the project. So this is basically first part which has got 3 ingredients. Ingredient 1, who constructs. Number 2, cause it to be constructed. Out of the 2, there will be one option. And number 3, this construction, this real estate is for sale. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Now, it also says the second part of this definition is, and it includes assignees.
Right.
Now, this you have to understand this word assignee. The lender, when lends money to a real estate project, the normal practice is they mortgage the land, they mortgage the real estate, and they also mortgage the account in which allottees money is being deposited. So all receivables are also mortgaged. So this is a very peculiar situation. I give you one example. In Sona, there was a builder. He entered into a collaboration agreement with some farmer, and that farmer, in the collaboration agreement, he gave everything to him in lieu of either some and this builder because he was having power of attorney of the land, he mortgaged the real estate, he mortgaged all the receivables. Now, this builder did everything and he failed to repay the loan amount or the installments, and it became a of the SARFAESI Act. He took over the project. Now just think, what is the fault of the farmer? He has undergone a collaboration agreement in this hope that this real estate will be ready and he will be benefited from this. The allottees have paid money, so they will get everything. And in the beginning,
Mr. Khandelwal, I think you are having some technical problem. I can't hear you. Deepak, can you hear him?
No, ma'am.
Mr. Khandelwal? Mr. Khandelwal, we can't hear you. Mr. Khandelwal, I think. तो आपकी आवाज नहीं आ रही है. I'm sorry, viewers, we are having some technical problem at Mr. Khandelwal's level end. We're trying to resolve it.
हो गया? Are you able to hear me?
Yes, sir. Now I can hear you. I'm sorry we've missed that entire answer because we couldn't hear you. Your voice was getting.
So let me repeat it in short.
Yes, sir.
The definition of the promoter is given in section 2ZK of the Real Estate Regulation Development Act. Clear?
Sir, we could hear you. Where you were telling now, we couldn't hear that.
This definition is in two parts.
Yeah.
There are 7 different categories that have been defined as the promoter, but the clause 1 of this 2ZK, it says who is a promoter in terms of, in case of apartments, buildings or units. A person who constructs or cause to be constructed. दोनों चीजें हैं. A person who construct, and now this just see the words, causes to be constructed an independent building or a building consisting of apartments or convert an existing building into apartments. So basically जो आदमी बना रहा है, जो बनाने का कारण बन रहा है, उस रियल एस्टेट को उन्होंने कहा भाई ये प्रमोटर है. फर्दर क्यों, किस लिए बनाई जा रही है? फॉर सेल. सेल चाहे पूरा प्रोजेक्ट सेल हो, चाहे इंडिविजुअल यूनिट्स हो, चाहे पार्ट ऑफ द प्रोजेक्ट हो. So this is very clear. Now this definition also contains second part, and it says and includes his assignees. Ab assignee, when a lender he gives loan, he normally mortgages land, mortgages real estate, and mortgages receivables. When all these things are mortgaged, because of this mortgage, this property assigned to him, so he takes it over. From where he is getting this right? Because he is assigning due to mortgage, then he is in a position to take over the project. So in that case, whosoever is the assignee, he comes within the definition of the promoter. So a lender, because by virtue of this, he being assignee, by virtue of the mortgage, he acquires those rights to take over the property. And the person who has taken the loan, he has assigned his rights to the lender, so he becomes a promoter. So this is one thing which we have held. Now, what is the importance of this? There are 2 different sections which talks about obligations of the promoter. एक 11G and 11H. ये क्या कहते हैं कि जो promoter है, वो यदि बिल्डर बायर एग्रीमेंट हो गया है तो उसके बाद कोई भी प्रॉपर्टी मॉर्गेज नहीं कर सकता. और यदि कर देता है तो एलओटी के राइट्स पर उससे कोई प्रभाव नहीं पड़ेगा. इट मींस यदि एलओटी ने बिल्डर बायर एग्रीमेंट कर लिया प्रॉपर्टी का, उसको एक पर्टिकुलर अलॉट हो गया, देन दैट प्रॉपर्टी कैन नॉट बी मॉर्गेज, और मॉर्गेज हो भी गई, it will have no effect on the rights of the allotee. That is very clearly written in the act. Now come to the next part. When we say lender, lender is not a, that is the normal argument, sir. We are a bank, we are banker, we are lender. Our job is to give money for the project. That this lending money to a real estate project is different than lending money to a house or lending money to a factory. There you can take over that property, auction it, because there are no third party rights created. Here, the taking over of this real estate is entirely different. And when you take over a project, what does it mean? They become the owner because of assigning. They become the promoter as per this definition. And they are what they are doing. They are saying, sir, we are lender. Our job is to lend money. Our job is not to construct. We are not in the real estate business. That is not part of our memorandum. So what they are doing? They will auction it. So they will further transfer it to the third party. Now the question here is, SARFAESI Act also says that while auctioning such property, lender, that the banker, the lender who is putting it to auction, he has to declare all obligations, liabilities on that particular real estate or that particular property being to be auctioned. Now, what is the obligation here? Allotted money has been taken, either it has to be refunded back. If that third party is willing to take it over, willing to buy it, participate in the auction, then that party has to give, first of all, they have to refund this money, or with the same agreement that has been signed by the erstwhile promoter, he step into the shoes of the erstwhile promoter, and then he has to complete the real estate as per that agreement and hand it over to the allottee. So the question here is, we are not against lender's right. We want, that is also public money that should be recovered. But it should be independent of the rights of the allottees. So allottees' rights are not subservient to the rights of the lender. That has been held by Supreme Court also in the Amrapali's case. Now come over this. Whenever a financial institution or a lender, he gives money to a builder, what is their prime responsibility? Their primary responsibility is to see to it that project is viable, that their money will be refunded. And then they have to monitor the project, whether the money being lent by them is being used for the project or it is being diverted. If they have given the construction loan, then it is a duty to see, number one, whether project is viable or not, or number two, whether the money given by them is being used for the project, it has not been diverted or siphoned out. It is mostly the failure of the project either because of the non-viability of the project or siphoning of the money. And it is because of the negligence on the part of the lender. Allottee should not suffer. So, and here also we also have one more argument. When we say assigning, apart from assigning, we want to extend this definition. Who causes it to be constructed? Causes it to be constructed means what for they are giving loan? They are giving loan for construction. They are not giving a personal loan. When they are giving loan for construction, so it is the lender who is causing it to be constructed. But that argument for the time being, we have not taken in this particular Supertech case. Our main argument has been that the lender is an assignee, and being assignee, he will have to further auction the project. As per the requirement of this act, they have to take prior approval of the authority and 2/3 allottees. Otherwise, what will happen? Without taking that approval, they will never come to know what are the liabilities. So once bank wants to take it over, lender wants to take it over, they are welcome. But only thing is, they have to intimate to the authority, take the permission of the authority, not for anything, but for the purposes of having the correct list of obligations of the allottees. So that whenever these are auctioned, that is clear to the party participating in the auction. And I don't think anyone will come forward for this. So in case of real estate project, whole strategy is to be changed by the lenders.
So does this mean that once they come to the authority for permission, the lender comes to the authority for permission, that you will have to do an audit of the project?
No, it is lender has to do it.
The lender.
Because then he has to go in for a proper audit of the project. You call it as a forensic audit or you call it as a due diligence, whatever you want to say. So that will define what? How much money was given by the lender, how much money has been used, whether money has been siphoned off, how much money has been given by the LOT, and what is the progress of the project, how much project has been constructed, how much money it will require to be completed. So that way, na, the person who is participating in auction, he will not be under any kind of wrong impression. He will be knowing the complete details, and we will also be ensuring, look, our interests of our LOTs are safe.
So the allottees have already paid in their money. They have paid a percentage of, in many cases, it's up to 95% the people have paid, but the project is delayed, right? What are the rights of those allottees now? Then if the lender steps in and says that, look, I want to make this, auction this project, what happens to those buyers who have already purchased?
As I have told you, the LOT's right are not subservient to the right of the lender.
Okay.
And this act very categorically says, if you look at 11,
Yeah.
this says, after he executes an agreement for sale for any apartment, plot or building, as the case may be, not mortgage or create a charge on such apartment. And if any such charge is made or created, then notwithstanding anything contained in any other law, for the time being in force, it shall not affect the right and interest of the allottees who has taken or agreed to take such apartment, plot or building as the case may be. So that is very crystal clear provision. Number one. Number two, as I told you, we have every right. PNB Housing Finance, they themselves came to us. They themselves submitted them to our jurisdiction. They said, look, our money has been used, then we want to take over this project. We have the rights of the assignee. So that way, they themselves came. It is on their behalf. We decided first, look, your interest is also there in covering your money, but the allottee's interest is there in completion of the project. If project is completed, then your money is also recovered. Otherwise, that is also public money. So that will also be doldrum. So what I want to say is, if allottees have paid 95, their money is safe, and that project cannot be auctioned without taking care of the liabilities of the allottees. And if the second further is where, as promoter, when as promoter, we are treating him as a promoter, we have right to issue him directions. Directions we can issue, and we have stated under section 36 of the act. कुछ लेवल से क्या है वो हाँ जी, तो इसमें ये आप मान के चलिएगा कि इस कानून के आने के बाद एलओटीज के अधिकारों पर कोई फर्क नहीं पड़ेगा. लेंडर्स, they have to take, they also have 10 different ways to recover their money. Collateral securities है, दूसरी चीज है, and otherwise the last resort is they can recover it as areas of land revenue if that is declared as such. तो लेंडर के पास ऑप्शन कम, जब उसके पास होगा ही नहीं बिल्डर के पास, तो सबको फिर घाटा सहना पड़ेगा उस प्रोपोर्शन में, जिस प्रोपोर्शन में उसमें कमी पड़ गई है पूरे पैसे में.
Abhi to, like you said, the project needs to be completed. The promise to the consumer was a completed unit, right? To take these projects to completion, now that is the biggest challenge in the marketplace today. The lender to recover his dues needs to complete the project. The consumer to recover his promise, he also needs completion. How do you take this project through? I believe the last mile funding is the biggest issue, right? To complete the project.
देखिएगा Madam, this problem is in the knowledge of everyone, right from parliament down to the LOT. Everyone knows that this is a problem. And again, it is the public money which has been invested in a project which may not have been completed.
Right.
So it's a wastage of resource if timely completion is not done. For that purpose, keeping that in mind, the Parliament passed in the budget payment of 25,000 crore rupees as the money which can be given to stress projects. So it means problem is there and some efforts have been made to find a solution. Now what is happening? Whenever this money is being sought by the promoter, the original lenders, the prior lenders, they are not giving NOC. So now there is a need because it is in their interest if the project is completed in their interest so that their money is also recovered. Okay, if they have really appraised project correctly and they have found that this project is a viable project, then certainly if they have financed a project which was not financially viable, they are held responsible. Their officers are held to be held responsible. So what I mean to say is, yes, this NOC is creating a lot of problems. So either some kind of a mechanism is to be evolved that can be done by Reserve Bank of India because they are the regulator for the banks and financial institutions. But as far as we are concerned, we are trying to bring a compromise between all the stakeholders, including lending institutions, to find out either an alternate lender, additional lender, or the existing lending institutions, they should lend more money so that their old money is also recovered. Now, how it is possible? It is possible in many cases. Once we are giving two guarantees to them. Number one, now this account is there. 70% account is the money will go in the RERA account. 30% balance will also to be used for the purpose of the project. जब तक project पूरा नहीं होता, that 30% also cannot be used by the promoter for anything. It can be used for repayment of loan. It can be used for advance payment to the contractor. It can be used for advance payment for the material, procurement of material. So there are, but it's to use only for the project. So one thing is very sure now, whatever money will come, that will go in the project. Number two, whatever are the receivables, first the project will be completed with the help of receivables. Okay, there may be delay in case of receivables. Okay, because allottees, they are now not having faith in the promoter. They are in a very precarious kind of situation. They are in a very, they don't know what will happen to this apartment, whether he will get it or not, what will happen to his money. So that because of that loss of faith, he is reluctant to pay for the installments. Now, here comes the role of RERA. We have to create that faith. We have to create that confidence in the allottee. Look, now whatever you pay, that will be monitored closely. We'll put some kind of a monitoring commissioner on that. Under Section 35, we have power to investigate anything, any matter of the promoter. So for that very purpose, it will be a continuous investigation so that that money is not misused again by him. It is used for the purpose of the project. Not only 70%, but 100%. And whatever comes as a gap from the financial institution. Now financial institutions, because we will put a ban on the promoter to put further say, everything is now, it's mortgage, it will remain mortgage with the lender. Now if some unit is to be sold, it will be sold by the lender. That money will come to the lender. So when you say, look, he has right over the receivables, what does that mean? He becomes promoter. When he is receiving that money, he is receiving under what? He is receiving because he is a promoter now. So in that eventuality, our purpose is we also, first of all, we order forensic audit. Number two, we also order quantities surveying so that we come to know correct position of the project. whatever are the receipts from the existing allottees, whatever is the market value, sorry, this minimum notional value of the unsold real estate, what are the government dues, so what are the total liability on the project if we complete the project, and how much will come from the existing allottee, how much will come from the unsold inventory, and how much if there are other properties attached with that project. So what is the value of those properties, so that lender money, if there is a plus in the total calculations, if there is a surplus, then certainly the lender money is safe. Then only we will go for a mitigation plan. So we also ask for a mitigation plan. And this mitigation plan is given to a financial institution. Financial institution or a lender may go to the mitigation plan, they can give their comment, they can give their observation. And once it is agreed, then go ahead with the project. There are few projects we are taking up. We are at the final stage of implementing our mitigation plans. Otherwise, this project will be taken over by the association of allottees. We will revoke the registration. As soon as we will revoke the registration, this can be first right in the right of association of allottees. So association of allottees will take over the project. And one thing more, one that must be understood. There is no land. Once, suppose there is a 10-acre plot and there is a group housing coming over that. So what is the land? Land is below the towers, on which part the tower is constructed, and rest land is for the community facilities, for STP, for water storage tank, for park, for playground, for everything. And as soon as a unit is booked, the person get proportionate undivided share in that part. So what is left? No land is left. So if the financial institution says that some land is left, no land is left. So on this land also the proportionate share, and it is undivided share. It cannot be divided. So that land cannot be sold. So there are large number of arguments which goes in favor of the allottees, and our purpose is to convince lenders, look, this will be better way to recover your money, so that your mandate is fulfilled. Your mandate is to give construction finance so that housing problem in the country is addressed. And at the same time, the allottees are also satisfied because they will get their real estate.
So who will construct now? Because the developer clearly has not been able to construct, and the lender is in lieu of the developer, so to speak, because he's taken the mortgage, the entire mortgage and the receivables. So who is to complete this project?
Madam, a thing which is not with you, how you can mortgage that? So that is a wrong kind of mortgage, illegal mortgage going on. Like if lender is giving money to the promoter, he should take collateral security, he should take other security, so that he can immediately take over them and auction it. What we do, when we implement our orders, we exercise powers of the civil court, or we refer it to the revenue authorities as agents of the land revenue. So whatever comes, movable property, immovable property, apart from this project, we attach that and we put it to auction. Similarly, while extending construction loan, but if I am a builder, if I don't have the basic money to invest in the project, then I have no right. Everyone who is just doing a small business, small-time business, has become a builder now, because he takes construction loan from the bank and then he is diverting it, purchasing other land and again starting a project and not completing it.
ये past में हो गया है. अब the issue is, where is the resolution forward?
Lenders have to find out a way, and that way is only the mitigation plan. So lenders have to agree to a mutually agreeable mitigation plan, which is agreeable to the allottees, which is agreeable to association of allottees, which is agreeable to the promoter, existing promoter. Don't change him, change him. So they are believing in change. We are changing him. Okay. So that is how it has to be done. In case of this Supertech Hues, what we have done, Supertech was neither the landowner, Supertech was neither the license holder, and Supertech sold these apartments. Under what guise? He says that is my sister concern. By every company is a separate legal entity. When you don't have right to sell, how you have sold it? They have also not gone into that.
Right.
The lender should have first seen, look, whose name is the license? License is in the name of Ramlal. Shyamlal is selling it. Ramlal or Shyamlal may be brothers. Here in this case, lenders, while loaning, they have to be very careful. They have to look at the document. They are looking at all kind of documents, but at times the very basic or core documents are ignored. It has happened in this case. Now that Supertech is going under, it may go under an NCLT. When it goes under NCLT proceedings, what will happen? License name of Supertech, the sub-realtors. Sub-realtor is the owner. So the money has been given to Supertech.
Right.
So what we did, we also asked Supertech to get this sub-realtor to get this registration amended. Earlier we cancelled. This money and liabilities be transferred to sub-realtor because sub-realtor is responsible on their license, although their sister company is selling illegally. So that way, sub-realtor को बीच में लाए हम लोग. PNB हाउसिंग फाइनेंस ने खुद ने कहा है कि आप इनको सर्व-रियल्टर के नाम पे करा दिया कि NCLT में हमारा पैसा, फिर तो ये मामला लंबा चला जाएगा. उनके कहने पे हमने किया, बट दोनों ने ही अपनी प्रोमिसेस फुलफिल नहीं किए, सो हमें नया ऑर्डर पास करना पड़ा.
सर, अब कुछ कंज्यूमर्स ऐसे हैं जो कहते हैं, इवन हियर आई कैन सी सम ऑफ देम राइटिंग कि ये प्रोजेक्ट 2012-2013 में लिया था, अब हमें पैसा वापस दे दो. पैसा तो सिस्टम में है नहीं, तो
Yes.
आप ऐसे कंज्यूमर्स को आप क्या कहेंगे?
देखिएगा मैडम, एक बात सुनिएगा, जब भी कभी कोई दिवालिया हो जाता है, क्या करते हो आप? जितना पैसा मिला है और जितने उसके लेने वाले हैं उन सब में बढ़ जाता है. जो आपको लॉस हुआ वो एनसीएलटी तो यही करेगी आखिरकार, अंतरिम रिजोल्यूशन प्रोफेशनल लगेगा. ही विल ट्राई टू सॉर्ट आउट द प्रॉब्लम. यदि सॉर्ट आउट प्रॉब्लम नहीं होती है तो व्हाट ही विल डू? He will make a list of all the people who have to take money.
Yes.
And he will also take a list of the people who have to pay. How much assets are there, how much money is available. So whatever he can collect, if that is more than this, then rest will go to the promoter. And if it is more than that, then it has to be shared proportionately, losses to be shared proportionately.
So in everybody's interest, it is much better to see the project go through, right?
That is there, and for that very purpose, the state governments, आवाज आ रही है आपको?
आ रही है.
State governments have to further make provisions in the rules. There are many provisions in this. There is a provision of insurance. Insurance has to be done as prescribed. So this kind of insurance will also have, insurance companies should also come in the picture, so that once the project is stuck up, that money is insured by the insurance company. There are large number of things. Most of the what is happening is most of the real estate regulatory authorities, they are struggling with the teething problems. Much more is to be done, and it has to be done very fast. There is a provision of insurance in the act. If you look at the,
so that is for future projects. Past में हुआ था, उसको आप resolve तो नहीं कर पाएंगे उससे?
क्यों resolve भी करने क्या? Mitigation plan क्या है? Mitigation plan is an effort to resolve it, and that too with the consent of all the parties, including lenders.
So have you called?
Ultimately, lender को अपना lender इसको बेच करके कुछ नहीं मिलना, ये बिकेगा ही नहीं, प्रोजेक्ट बिकेगा ही नहीं. दूसरा जो आदमी से लाइसेंस लैंड, यो कहते हैं चलो आप बिना इनकम रेंट से कैसे कर दोगे जब स्टैट्यूटरी राइट है उसका. It will go into litigation, might take years. So it is better to adopt a line of lease resistance that is complete the project.
तो अभी आप consumers से भी बात कर रहे होंगे ना? What is the mood of the consumer here in Supertech Hues?
Consumers are really in a distressful and painful position.
Yes, sir.
But they are seeing a remote hope.
Okay.
Not a very nearby hope, remote hope. Look, something better will come. There will be some kind of agreement now, new agreement among all the stakeholders. and project will be taken up. Otherwise, we also have one more option. There is a project where it is 95% complete, 5% is left out. उसी लेके आना है उसने बिल्डर प्रमोटर भाग गया, प्रमोटर है ही नहीं. There is no promoter. That company has no director. Now, to whom you will contact? There is no official director. Company never dies, but it cannot function without director. There is no director. So in that eventually 95% project is complete. I have asked, look, you first of all, we help them to form a legally, statutorily valid resident welfare association, that association of allottees. Because our act says that 51% should be the member of an authorized association of allottees. So first of all, we appointed an advocate. We gave them, after conducting this forensic audit, we gave them address and everything of those allottees. They sent membership form to every allottee. And out of nearly 400-500, more than 250 have become the member. So that becomes a valid resident welfare association, valid association of allottees. Now this association of allottees, you have some body, representative body, which can talk to you, which can take decision on behalf of the allottees. So this association of allottees, it has got first right. If project is the promoter is not here, to whom you will say? So the best way is what? They should take over. So what we are thinking, we are allowing, we are going one step, although that is not violation of our act, that is violation of the Act of Urban Development Department. If it is 95% complete and they are willing to take keys, so we have asked resident permission to make an inventory. What 5% individual plot has been left out? What are the facilities which are lacking as a community facility? So what are the basic minimum facilities? That by taking that 5% amount, if those could be completed, and this resident can at least, if not 100% satisfied, at least 95% of money they have paid, to let them 95% satisfied and occupy these flats. They are willing to occupy. They are willing to occupy. But this way we are going for the best out of the worst situation.
That's right.
So that,
take Supertech Hues. इसमें tower by tower association allottees आ सकते हैं, या it has to be all the allottees have to come together?
ये एक बड़ा भारी एक the model rules which were circulated, these were not only defective but insufficient also. Now this act says association of allottees or federation. Now there is a colony. There cannot be a single association. It has got group housing component, it has got commercial component, it has got residential blocks, separate residential block, and these may not have come at one point of time. So what will happen? There are group housing which were launched in phase 1, phase 2, phase 3, 6 phases. A resident welfare association, a association of allottees, we are recognizing, because this act says for the whole project, and phasing is not being done by the competent authority. So this says for the whole project. So what we have taken, yes, let it be a federation for the whole project.
Right.
Because there is a gated community A, gated community B, gated community C. There are few facilities which are confined to that particular area, confined to other area, and there are certain facilities which are common to everyone, every phase. So that way that federation will take over those. And for these individual, specific to few towers, these should be taken over by that association of allottees. So now we are also coming out with regulation where we will be defining this very categorically clear so that no confusion remains. Otherwise, as on today, there are multiple association of allottees. There are association of allottees which are formed by the promoter. His own men are working there. So we want to, we are the only one in the country which we have gone at the time of allotment. You will also give him a form to become member of association of allottees. and BBA will be signed only when this form is there. So once 8 members are there, it will be registered out of BBA. And once 51% members are there, there will be election. We will be sending observer. So these will be taken out of the clutches of the promoter, where all kind of malpractices are being done in the name of maintenance.
अभी क्या करेंगे? जो projects in existence हैं, आधा बन चुके हैं. There are some towers that are.
We are making wherever there are allottees, we are making their action of allottees by deputing some kind of legal person, giving him, offering him token fee, because we are saying, look, you have some responsibility to society. You do it for them. So they are doing it. We are after the SNR form. Again, that forensic audit of the project will be done. After the forensic audit, that quantity survey will be done. Then mitigation plan will be made, and then action of allottees will be given. The state government can also take over the project. If they can get it complete, they want to take it over, they take over the first right of action of allotee. So we'll give it to action of allotee phase wise. If action of allotee is in a position to complete the project and still unsold units remain, that money will go to the lender. And if something further remains there, surplus is there, then it will go to the promoter, who is the original promoter. It is not that the promoter rights are anyway infringed by this. Right. If promoter is unable to complete it, on his behalf, the action of allotee is completing. Action of allotee does not become promoter. Right. So allotee is doing it. So action of allotee, when doing it, after their apartments are completed, they take their possession. Then what will happen? The unsold inventory that can be sold by the lender. He can recover his money, and still some surplus remains that will go to the original promoter.
So what is the delay penalty जो इनको promise किया गया था?
Delay penalty now, this is because today from last 3 days, nearly 280 civil writ petitions were filed in the Punjab Haryana High Court, both by promoters from Haryana, Punjab, and also allottees from both the states. So the arguments are over now. The day before yesterday, there was nearly 7-8 hours argument. Again, yesterday there was argument. Today there were argument after the normal hours of the court. And the arguments are now concluded. So we hope within a week or 10 days, this judgment will come, and that will be a benchmark judgment. This judgment will set right many kind of doubts. What are the powers of the adjudicating officer? What are the powers of the authority? Whether the promoter has to deposit the pre-deposit requirement of the promoter under section 43(5). Under section 18. Now I am coming to your question. Under section 18, whether the retroactive application of the provisions can be made or not. So now, whatever little understanding I have, and which I think why this act has come. This act has come because there were certain mischiefs. Yes. So to address that mischief, this act has come. And so that further mischiefs are not committed, that is one, preventive. Yeah. And then the other is, if mischief is there, it was yesterday, it was a mischief, today also it was a mischief. Right. So also curative. Now, section 18 says, if whenever there is a delay in giving possession of the plot, apartment, or building, as the case may be, there are 2 options available with the allotee. The first option is he can ask for refund, and he should also be given interest on the money he has invested 2012, 13, 14 जब भी दिए उससे अब तक का, the prescribed rate of interest. The other option with him is he wants to continue in the project. If he thinks the project will be completed, he will get his apartment one day, then whatever was the due date, from that date onwards, till he gets possession, he should be given interest at the prescribed rate on the amount that was deposited on that day. Right. Now there is a question. You cannot say, look, Act came in 2017 and there was an agreement in 2012. Okay. If in the agreement there were unfavorable conditions And allotee was having no right. Allotee was having no right. He was having no power to get those conditions changed. It was unilaterally made by the promoter. Allotee was asked to sign on the dotted lines. So what does that mean? That means it was basically there were two unequals, and one was making misuse of his dominant position. And if there was something wrong, that can be declared void. On one side, it is 5 rupees per square feet. Other side, if there is a fault on your part, it is 24%. You cannot say the unequal was treating further unequal. The person who was at the receiving end. Now, this act, that is my understanding, penal provisions cannot be applied retrospectively. Penal provisions will be prospectively. Penal provision means penalty. If he has not completed a particular project on a particular date, then he can be penalized by the authority. Penal provision can be. So this is a penalty. Certainly, we will not impose penalty on anything which was prior to this act. But once a new date has been committed by him, कि लोग मैं इस प्रोजेक्ट को इस तारीख तक करूंगा, रजिस्टर्ड हो गया वो, उस तारीख तक उसने नहीं किया तो he is liable for penalty. So penalty is prospective, but this is not penalty. This is his own money. What he is asking value of his money as on today. If refund is being asked, so what is that value? X money he deposited, X plus the interest. It is the value of money today. So he is asking for that refund. And if he was given that real estate, that apartment on that due date, he would have been the owner. So whatever he was having, whatever money he invested, he was having in return of that apartment. Now that apartment has not been given, his money is being used by the promoter. So promoter should pay interest on that. Otherwise also, if that money was not there, he would have taken that money on loan and paid interest to the lending institution. So that way, I think this act statutorily abrogates those conditions which were not reasonable in the earlier agreements.
So, अभी तो पैसा नहीं है ना system में. The problem is that there's no money in the system either to complete the project or to return the money, or and that's why the stress fund was created. Now, there are many consumers who have gone to, and there are multiplicity of authorities. Some go to NCDRC, some go to NCLT, some come to RERA. So the consumer today is running from pillar to post. Up इसी एक project को ले लीजिए, Supertech Hues, where you have stepped in on with the lender, right? What is the next step forward? What would you advise consumers now?
As far as this Supertech Hues project is concerned, we have made a mitigation plan.
Right.
This mitigation plan now will be discussed with the lenders. They also know. The PNB Housing Finance is also looking to bring third lender. And lender was willing that day. When they came first to us, there was a person who was willing to lend money for this project. They were also happy. So it was a win-win situation for everyone. But somehow, this Supertech, they failed to observe their part of the commitment. Meanwhile, PNB Housing also, they were also not very sure. Their management got changed, and then their new management was of the opinion, let us take over the project, stress project, and let us recover our money. So those kinds of things, they were like, but solution lies in this fact, and I think allottees will also prefer it for the time being.
So are the allottees, are you also taking the allottees into consideration?
Yeah. We are calling their association of allottees. If it is not there, we are making that association of allottees. Without association of allottees, we are not going a step forward. We want to take them in confidence. We want to bring that faith back in them. And we also want to hear them, because some of the allottees, they come out with fantastic ideas. Because they have seen the project on the ground. They have seen how the project has got developed. They have seen how the promoter has behaved earlier. They know what are the rights now. We are also or arranging workshop for them. What are their rights? And we are also telling them very frankly, forget about your delay penalty right now, because promoter is not interested now completing it. First, let project be completed. Then whatever surplus remains, that will go to lender, and further surplus remains, that will come to you. Because your rights we are not taking away. We are only suspending your rights for the time being so that project is completed.
Sir, this will not, there's no authority that can take this away and say, now we go to NCLT, right? एक प्रोजेक्ट को आप रिजॉल्व करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं, इसमें लेंडर आपके साथ आ चुका है, बात कर रहे हैं, प्लान हो रहा है, तो आप ले आ रहे हैं. Will this slip away from this litigation?
No. There are different laws. वो भी अपने आप में एक जो कानून है, वो एक कॉमन मैन को एम्पावर करने के लिए. एक माइटी कॉर्पोरेशन के सामने एक छोटा आदमी इसका 1 लाख रुपए वो कॉर्पोरेशन नहीं दे रहा. He has a right to go to NCLT. ठीक है ना? So again, that is to empower the common man. That is empower the person who is not rich. So that is how one man has gained power against the mighty corporation, mighty company. Here also what we are doing, we are trying to help allottees against not that mighty company, but somehow a mighty promoter. Promoter may be a company, maybe a partnership firm, maybe an individual. What people, why they are going there? Because they have been declared as secured creditors. There may be other secured creditors also. But else what NCLT will do? There will be a IR professional, he will try to resolve that problem. 1 लाख रुपया 2 लाख रुपया जो नहीं है वो पैसा पे हो जाए, ज्यादा नंबर ऑफ allottees है, वो क्या करेगा? They will calculate cost of the project. They will calculate other assets उस कंपनी के जो हैं. Because now assets of the company are different than assets of the directors. वो करेंगे, कंपनी के assets को attach करेंगे, attach करके जितनी जो liability है पे करने वाली उनको चली जाएंगी. तो वो भी क्या है? That is also the way to give them back their money.
Yeah.
Now, because a comprehensive law has come, and once we have taken a few proceedings, we have also made a mention in that case if parallel proceedings are going on. Because whenever an application is filed before us, we take an affidavit, no such case is pending in any other court. Now there is allottee A, he has come to us. Allottee B, he has gone to consumer court. Allottee C, he has gone to NCLT. There are 3 different. So once we take up that, we always write in our judgment if some parallel proceedings without about this project, because that allottees are different, parties are different, going on in any of these courts, we urge that forum to take note that this project, we are trying to sort out problem of this project in RERA. And the proceedings have been suspended at many places, many times. दूसरा है जो है अभी, this law will also be clear after, because there it is the recovery of money as a secured creditor. There is not allottee, he is secured creditor. Once he loses his status as a allottee, once and he becomes a secured creditor, whatever money he has paid. Here, he is coming to us because he is an allottee, and we take comprehensive view. They take view of the company. We take view of the project. So that is the difference. Subject matter there is company. Subject matter here is project. So, and with the consumer forum, the subject matter is compensation for the loss caused to the allottee. Here it is not compensation only. Here it is much more than that. Allottee can come for anything. He can come for area has been increased arbitrarily, plans have been changed, common areas have been reduced. He can come for anything. Defective construction. He can go there. He can go there to the consumer commission not for rectification but for compensation. So what we are saying, we are an authority जो comprehensive है. Promoter cannot go there. Promoter can come to us. Now there will be a very peculiar situation. For the same project, promoter is coming to us. Look, these allottees are not paying money. The allottees are stating he has not completed the project, and and we want to make refund. Promoter cannot go there. Promoter can come to us only because our jurisdiction stretches to both. So what I want to say is that this law will also settle in this regard. Once a matter is pending in RERA, and why this problem has occurred? This problem has occurred because of some kind of an interpretation that has been adopted by National Consumer Dispute Resolution Commission, and that is something like earlier there was civil court to settle these disputes. The authority was having option to go to the civil court. Later, what happened? Consumer courts came. The matters which can be decided by the consumer courts were kept out of the purview of the civil court. So consumer law became a special law. Civil court law is a general law. Further, what happened? After consumer courts, there were ESI court, there were EPF court, there are motor accident tribunal, there is a railway accident tribunal. So these were meant for consumers of a specific sector. So there the consumer forums jurisdiction was ousted in respect of those special, because they became a special law for consumer of that sector. And this became a general law for the consumers, consumer law. Similarly, now for the real estate, a comprehensive law has come, and this law supersedes any other law. And this also bar a jurisdiction of any court. The only thing is, the word written here are no civil court shall take cognizance of a matter which can be decided under this act by so and so, so and so, so and so.
Right.
They say we are not court, we are a commission, we are a forum. But in the second part it is written, no court or authority shall grant an injunction. Injunction कभी grant करोगे जो main matter ही होगा उसमें grant करोगे. The court or authority को injunction grant करने की power बंद कर दी तो purpose क्या है? The word civil court used there is means it is any court or authority. Otherwise, what is the purpose? एक और तो वो उसको कांग्रेस ले सकती, एक और उसमें कहते हैं आप अंतरिम डिसीजन, अंतरिम डिसीजन उसमें दोगे इसमें केस फाइल होगा आपके पास. तो इसीलिए दोनों ही चीजें उसे बाहर की गई हैं, क्योंकि इट इज ए मैटर ऑफ इंटरप्रिटेशन. सुप्रीम कोर्ट हैज आल्सो टू सम एक्सटेंट given its
even that is a little fuzzy, sir. It doesn't grant full rights to you, right? It doesn't say that if the matter comes to RERA, all other courts cease to function.
No, there is a difference. In those courts also, they take an affidavit. The similar matter is not going on any other court. So either he has the option to come to us or he go there. If he wants for comprehensive solution, he can come to us. If he wants compensation only, he will go there. It is his choice what he wants. And he does not want compensation, he wants his money back, he will go to NCLT. NCLT will not give him compensation. Compensation will be given by consumer courts or by us.
Right, sir. So I have at least about 10 or 15 consumers from Ramprastha, Supertech Hues. यहाँ पे वो लिख रहे हैं कि हमें आखिर करना क्या चाहिए, हमारा घर कब मिलेगा. बेसिकली कंज्यूमर को अब ये है कि घर मिलने के लिए मुझे क्या करना चाहिए, राइट? In your view, as a benefactor of the consumers, what is the advice you will give to the consumers today? जिसका फंसा हुआ है आगे के लिए आपने
ऐसा है कि जितने भी फंसे हुए स्ट्रेस प्रोजेक्ट हैं,
जी,
authority is taking them one by one. सीओ मोटो कॉन्फिडेंस ले रहे हैं हम लोग. वी आर ऑल्सो नॉट वेटिंग कि हमारे पास कोई कंप्लेंट भी आए. जिस केस में हमें लगा कि रजिस्ट्रेशन भी नहीं हुआ है और प्रोजेक्ट स्ट्रेस भी है, काम बंद पड़ा है, तो अवर एफर्ट्स आर कि हम फिर जो मैंने आपको स्टेप्स बताए उन स्टेप्स के माध्यम से वी आर ट्राइंग कि प्रोजेक्ट कैसे भी शुरू हो जाए. आई कैन अश्योर एवरी अलॉटी कि रेरा विद फुल स्ट्रेंथ is behind them, is at their back. We will try our best to safeguard their interest, and our priority will be that project be completed so that they get their apartment. It may take time because they have waited so long. The law has come now, and there are teething troubles in the law because what is happening? What has happened here also, and it has happened everywhere. Because law is not settled so far. Some appellate tribunals, they are saying you can't do this, you can do this, you can't do this.
Right.
What has happened in our case? There is a very peculiar thing. We decided refund in favor of one allotee. That promoter went to appellate tribunal. Appellate tribunal had कि refund and compensation are linked, so it is to be decided by the adjudicating officer. So this matter we refer to him. In another case, matter was decided by the adjudicating officer. The other party went to the appellate tribunal. This should be decided by the authority. When they refused that, they went to the High Court in second appeal saying, sir, this item is to be decided by the RERA, not by the adjudicating officer. Other party is saying that, look, this is to be decided by the adjudicator, not by the authority. Even then, out of 8,000 cases, we are having only 2,000 pending cases with us. And in these pending cases, in 1,700 cases, replies are ready. As soon as the courts open, we will be giving judgment within 15 to 20 days. The best part that has happened in the last 15 days is High Court has lifted ban on the enforcement of the amended rules. We amended rules so that the allottees grievances are favorably and effectively and also expeditiously decided by us. Again, you say what they have to do. They have to form their association. They have to look at the mitigation plan. They have to give their session. Finally, if they want to take it over, they take it over and construct it. Money will come from where? Because now that land is with them, that has become their property. You complete it. बच जाएगा, लेंडर ले जाएगा, फिर बच गया तो अपना डीपीसी ले लेना, डिटेल पोजीशन चार्ज ले लेना, फिर बच जाए तो प्रमोटर ले जाएगा. तो इस लिहाज से है ना कि
the promoter doesn't he get penalized for all this delay?
Yes, but not for the old agreements. What is compensation? He will have to pay compensation. So that issue will also be decided. Whether compensation is penal in nature or it is compensatory. Compensation is always compensatory. So compensation will be given to the allotee. He will say, look, in December 19, I was to be given this flat. I am living in a rented accommodation. I am paying 60,000 per month. He should get this 6,000 also, because that is the loss that is being caused to him on every month. He might have also paying to the lending, some lender. He might be paying the monthly installment, and his flat is not ready. So he should be compensated. He will be compensated. That is the losses. And we were not able to execute certain orders because of that stay. Now that stay is over. So we hope the promoter will be taken to task. Those who fail, they have to be very strictly dealt with. We will invoke provisions of the areas of the Land Revenue Act. We will record a land revenue wherein he can be put behind the bar for 14 days. We can also implement our orders for refund as decree of the civil code. So now that stay is over, so I hope the matters will be taken up by RERA more expeditiously, and we should come to the rescue of the allottees in a much effective manner.
So when will the courts open, sir? Do you have any dates?
That I think you know much better. This Corona, let the High Court should open. Although we are having many urgent cases on video conferencing, and our experience on video conferencing is very good. If these lines works properly and there is a proper bandwidth available, this will be very effective. So if we say if further time is taken, then we will take up matters through video conference. Regular matters will also take up through video conference, and we are in the process of stabilizing our systems here, so that once we start taking up matters through video conferencing, there are no technical issues.
Right. So there are some consumers who are saying that the developers now arm twisting them to say that we will even apply for stress funds only if you withdraw all the complaints you've made to various courts. Is the developer within his rights to do so?
No,
And the money will come if excess.
but why they are not making complaints?
So they should come to you and make a complaint about this.
They should make a complaint because developer will always try to somehow get out of this liability to pay delayed possession interest, or he will also try to evade refund orders. That will also be always there. So they should not get blackmailed. He has already blackmailed them. We are restricting now with them. They should act boldly. And I don't think any builder can have that kind of courage to suppress whole lot of allottees. Single allottee may suffer, but he can come to us. We are with them. We will remain with them. That is my guarantee.
So three call outs from what you've said so far. एक आप कह रहे हैं एक judgment आना है. You're waiting for that High Court judgment, right? That will come in the next few days. Second, you're saying the court will be coming up, and if the developers are holding consumers to ransom, please come to you. You will take it up. These are the three takeaways, and you will ensure that houses start getting completed. अभी तक कितने projects हैं जो आप completion की तरफ ले जा रहे हैं? That where construction has restarted.
I think there were some projects of Ramprastha.
Yeah.
Their problem, they have also sorted out their problem of EDC and IDC dues. Their license renewal, those are pending, that have been now cleared. Their work has started.
Right.
In some project, there is a stress project in section 37D. That is about their plotted colony. So there are large number of people have pre-booked it.
Right.
So that's why before coming RERA. So there, that promoter is saying, look, within 2 to 3 months, the work will be in full swing and we will start allocating number, etc. Because their building plan is also undergone some revision. So we are pursuing with them, and we are also building pressure on the promoters. And if there is one stress project and 2 other projects are going on, then for the purpose of financing the stress project, we are also taking into consideration the receivers from the other project. Because if there are surplus receivers after, because many times the builder, there are cases, even in this Supertech Hues, there is no diversion of fund.
Okay.
I think the cost of construction there matches with whatever has been invested by the ROT. It is only project has become stressed because of the promoter not having now sufficient liquidity and also passing through a lot of problems in Noida and other places.
Okay.
That may be one reason.
And the best thing is for the lender and the consumers to get together, association of allottees to come together and try and finish the project, right?
We have also set up a mediation center that will be functional within the next 10 days. So what the purpose is, we have engaged the famous Olympian, para-Olympian, who has brought laurels to the country and many medals in the Olympics and international events.
Yeah.
So Deepa Malik will be heading that. She is good in communication. She is a good communicator and good mediator. And we want allottees as well as promoters to opt for the mediation. So there, this arm twisting that is not with there. It will be a persuasive technique. And if things can be sorted out outside the court forum, that will be better. And I hope this major promoters like MR has already to us. We want to go in for alternate dispute resolution mechanisms, and they have shown their willingness to participate in the in this mediation and conciliation centers.
This will start in the next 10 days?
Next 10 15 days.
And that's where I think consumers should take cognizance of the fact that there's a mediation center. There are many things happening. Go back to your RERA and figure out what is happening. In a few days, there is a judgment that is to come, which should clarify a lot of things, right?
मैडम शायद एक चीज ये समझिएगा पहले, आपका पूरा नाम क्या है?
Jayashree Kurup.
एक चीज समझिएगा, मैं आई एम नॉट टॉकिंग रिलीजियस, आई एम टॉकिंग ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ the best text on the earth, that is about Gita. ये पुरुषोत्तम मास है, ये मेरा पुरुषोत्तम मास है। पुरुषोत्तम मास किसके लिए का है? भगवान का मास है। पुरुषों में उत्तम भगवान कृष्ण, पुरुषों में उत्तम भगवान जो है, जो परम पुरुषोत्तम मास है। और जो गीता है ना, गीता का जो 15वां अध्याय है, उसका नाम है पुरुषोत्तम योग, साध योग, ज्ञान योग, ध्यान योग, इन सबके बाद एक उसका नाम है पुरुषोत्तम योग। ये अकेला ऐसा अध्याय है जो भगवान को समर्पित है, जिसमें भगवान ने कहा कि मैं क्या हूँ? प्रकृति में मैं हूँ, सूरज की तपिश में मैं हूँ, चंद्रमा की शीतलता में मैं हूँ, आग की ज्वाला में हूँ, सब में मैं हूँ। तो जो ये पुरुषोत्तम मास में हमें आशा करनी चाहिए कि अच्छे फैसले आएंगे कोर्ट से, जहाँ है ना कि भगवान ने कहा ना सब चीज में मैं हूँ। हर एलओटी के अंदर भगवान होगा, हर प्रमोटर के अंदर भगवान हो, इन एलओटीज के अंदर ज्यादा भगवान होगा बड़ा। तो इनकी बात सुनी जाए, और जो भगवान यदि इसे कहते हैं ना हम लोग कि वो पुरुषोत्तम मास में इन सबकी इच्छाएं पूरी हो, इनका काम हो, तो हम सब लोगों को ये करनी चाहिए कि पुरुषोत्तम योग का रोज पाठ करें और ये सोचें कि मिल जाएगा। मैं गीता पे कह रहा हूँ, इट इज नॉट रिलीजियस टेक्स्ट, अगेन आई एम सेइंग इट इज नॉट रिलीजियस टेक्स्ट। तो पुरुषोत्तम मास में हमें आशा करनी चाहिए, पुरुषोत्तम योग के माध्यम से सबके काम हो जाएंगे। और अंतर भी पड़ रहा है, 23 सितंबर के बाद से आप देखिएगा कि हमारे यहाँ कोविड के केस कम होने लगे। पहले ज्यादा केस आते थे, कम ठीक होते थे, अब ठीक ज्यादा हो रहे हैं, आ कम रहे। सो दैट इज इंडिकेशन। इंजेक्शन भी बन रहा है, दवाइयां भी बन रही हैं, वैक्सीन भी आ जाएगा। तो मुझे लगता है कि अब धीरे धीरे समस्याओं के निराकरण का समय, वो टाइम गया जब समस्याओं का समय था। तो एलओटी को भी मैं ये सलाह दूंगा कि वो धैर्य रखें, पेशेंस रखें, उनका यूनिट उन्हें मिलेगा, उनका पैसा मार में नहीं है, देर है हो सकती है, अंधेर नहीं होगा।
So on that note, we are going to end this show. Thank you so much for joining us and giving us so many nuances of how this law is going to be. Thank you so much.
Thank you.